after paying tribute to our war dead. More than 40,000 fans travelled to VFL Park for the completion of round 5. It's St Kilda and Richmond on AFL Monday. Your host, Drew Morford.
Yes, what a crowd it was out at Waverley. Welcome to Monday Night Football, this special Anzac Day edition, and the game between St Kilda and Richmond. Interesting that after yesterday, when Footscray and Hawthorn won, this left these two teams today second last and last on the ladder. One, interestingly, beaten by Sydney last week, and the other beaten by Brisbane. And I doubt whether that's ever happened before. Tony Lockett was a last-minute withdrawal from the St Kilda side, but Stewie Lowe is playing his first game for the season. And stand by, there are plenty of surprises in store. Let's take a look at how it stood at quarter time. Richmond had first use of the breeze and perhaps didn't use it to the best of their advantage and led by just 3 points, 2 goals 6 to 2 goals 3. We're going to pick up play with 11 and a half minutes remaining in the second quarter, and at this stage the Tigers leading by 10 points. And the commentators, Bruce McAvaney, Peter McKenna and Don Scott.
Now, Gale. How will the umpire see that? Will he pay in the back? He is. Campbell's kick.
Well done.
Boy, he's only 30 metres out directly in front. And, gee, Richmond have got the better of it at the moment, Don.
That was an excellent bit of play by Campbell. Maybe he could have said dropping the ball, but Burns committed himself. Now, what are they making? Another change, are they? Heppel off and Shaw coming on for St Kilda, and Everett still there. Maybe a change with Vidovic's going to take place there, but Campbell has got a chance.
So Wayne Campbell for his first from directly in front. He's got to keep this low into the breeze. Kick straight through it. Oh, that looks a good kick. That's a goal. So Wayne Campbell has kicked his first, and the Saints now in a bit of trouble because Richmond's certainly playing the better football.
Well, there may be a questionable one because you could deem or argue that he did have control of it, Campbell, and let it spill from his grasp. That's his first. Campbell, 1-1 for the day.
Richmond doubles and Kilda's score. They've kicked both goals in the second quarter into the breeze. Burns caught. Shaw has to take it off him. Michael Gale gives Knights a bit of a chance, pushes it forward. Wakeland ripped off it by Gale. The other Gale comes in, Michael. Now Broderick, who's had a good match. Turner improvised quite cleverly, got it out wide. Chance for Howard. Got a bit of an opportunity now to go long to the goal square.
Well done, Frawley.
Getting back, but Tony free to an open goal, and it's another one. And the Tigers are on a roll now. Not only are they holding St Kilda up, they've got the confidence to attack into the breeze.
Well, there was tremendous courage shown here by Frawley. Just watch this. It'll come out to Howard. A little bit slow now, John, after a couple of bad knee injuries, but he's still a prodigious kick of the football. There it is. Now watch Frawley. Look at the courage there.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately, he goes across to free. Tony's kicked another one for Richmond.
Well, the Tigers dominating. Greg Deer's doing well in the ruck. Michael Broderick's having a great game. Broderick to the half-forward line. The race is on. Here's big Brendan Gale, who's taken over at centre-half forward. He brings it in towards the pocket. The race is on. This is Daffy. Daffy. He's held, but he didn't have it. Yes, the umpire deeming he was not in control. A fine line, but the umpiring has been excellent. And he will kick from right on the boundary line, Nick Daffy, and the way they're playing Richmond, I wouldn't be surprised if he kicked it. Now, he had it and put it on the ground.
Now, once St Kilda play, that's good to see David Grant go across and block that because he'll definitely run out.
Well, there's the kick. And he's missed to the right slightly. Good attempt.
It was a good attempt, but you could pick it that he was going to run to the right.
I know, Don, you judged that very, very well.
I watched you plenty of times, and that's what you would have done in a similar situation.
And would probably have kicked it
exactly
too.
right.
Wouldn't have been any doubt, Macca. 5-9 to 2 forward. Don't the Saints need a couple? We're inside 10 minutes to go in the first half. Grant goes wide. Everett on the ground now. Knights at the back. He's had a pretty good term as well. Broderick free and Knights getting some touches in midfield for Richmond. After Keogh had dominated in the opening quarter, Elliott goes to ground. Here's Bailey. Hasn't had many opportunities in this term. Bullett's getting back. This is an important ball. Lowe going hard at it. Handball over the top. Fode there. Tate trying to get back. Now free kick coming back to Lowe.
No, it's to Lowe. He's on the ground too high.
And a little bit of pain on that big Stewart.
Well, let's hope it's a whack to the head and not that groin. Oh, he did cop one around the head, didn't he?
Now, this is going to be interesting. This has happened on numerous occasions. But to me, the umpire's paid a free kick. What for?
Well,
now, what is he going to give it for, Peter?
He got whacked across the head.
OK, is there a report?
Well, who knows? I don't think he reported him, though.
Well, the last goal that St Kilda scored was the 11.5-minute mark of the first quarter.
Well, we've been totally outplayed in this quarter.
The point you're making, Don, is if he saw the free kick, he saw the incident.
Should have given the report as well.
Well, here's Stewie Lowe. Still won't be an easy kick. Lowe drives it. Now, what's he done? He's missed. And Bullis and Lowe going on with it. Mouthing off, both of them. And St Kilda player gets into the action as well, another player. And Bullis, he's a goer, so Stewie Lowe. And Stewie Lowe, a totally fair footballer.
You can understand he'd be a little upset. Howard going wide and long this time. Greg Deere the target. Fode got it down. Kellaway's handball to Daffy, to Rogers. Richmond playing very good football. To centre wing. Nathan Burke's been quiet, only a couple of kicks for him. Handball out of play.
Holding the man.
Gets a free kick. So Burke to take it from centre wing. The Saints needing 2 or 3 goals now, with 8.5 minutes remaining in the opening half. Burke back towards half forward. Bullis and Lowe. That'll be now fired up, that duel. Lowe through towards Darren Burke. Handball was okay, gave O'Brien a chance. Swings back towards the 50-metre line. Howard goes, punches it away. Kellaway stayed down. Tape and Winmar out of play.
See, they could do with Lockett in this side, couldn't they, up on their forward line? They're falling down up forward.
Well, in this quarter, Richmond with 31 kicks compared with St Kilda 13. See, that's a low number of kicks by St Kilda. Seems impossible. Handball by Bailey. Keogh, who had 10 kicks on his own in the first term, back to Howard, who takes the mark.
Well, Richmond well on top in defence. Here's Duncan Kellaway. They've got to do something about that forward line. Maxfield with pace. Takes it to the line. I can't believe this crowd, Bruce. There must be a lot of supporters here today who don't follow either Richmond or St Kilda. Just come to watch a game.
Be 40,000 at least, wouldn't you think?
Or more. 5-9 to 2-5. That's indicative of the way this quarter has gone. Richmond terrific. And here goes Maxfield to the half-forward line. Scott Turner was grabbed around the neck, punched away. Tony free. Oh, danger here for the Saints. Oh, he breaks a tackle free. Chips it in short to Gale. Big Brendan Gale's going to play on and have a pot shot of goal. He wheels around. It starts to swing too much. And he's missed. 1 behind only. 4 behinds he's kicked. Gale, 5-10. Look at that, 15 shots to 7.
Grant to bang it back in now for St Kilda. Goes long and wide. Pekin. Got a poor bounce. The percentages weren't high anyway with Campbell right there with Pekin. Now Campbell looking for a free kick, hoping it wasn't touched. But throw in at centre wing. Richmond on top in lots of departments. Need more of the footy all over the place at the moment. Showing up on the scoreboard, Greg Deere. Here's Keogh. Quick kick. Lowe got a bad bounce. Tate at the back. He's mopped up a couple of times in this quarter. Goes to half forward. Falling mark to Grant was a good one. Saints wanted to trade him at one stage at the end of 1992. Unbelievable. He's been one of their best players for about 7 or 8 years. Nathan Burke. Still with Burke. Caught. Can't get a kick away. Howard under pressure. Bullis. Shaw's quick kick towards half forward. O'Brien clever. Held on to, gets a free kick.
Well, it's good to see the umpire right there having the courage to pay it because it was on. O'Brien put himself in front. The advantage of playing in front.
Yes. He's a good little player, Craig O'Brien, now, isn't he?
He's averaged 3.3 goals in every match so far this year. He's a sharpshooter. He's given that a push and missed. So St Kilda suffering as Richmond did in the first quarter, kicking for goal to the scoring end. And at 2-6 to 5-10, it's hard to imagine them now being in front at half-time.
It's a difficult day. As we came to the ground, that breeze was very, very strong. It's a difficult day for kicking
Peter,
for
how
goal.
important is the action in kicking for goal? Because we saw there the broken knee from Craig O'Brien. He pushed it through for a point. Whereas up the other end, Wayne Campbell's goal was so much better because his action seemed better.
Yeah, I'll mention that. Here's Keogh receiving from Burns. Keogh back in front of goal. Oh, diving. No, he didn't mark it. And the umpire might pay a push in the back here. And he has, because they did jump right into the back of Howard. No, you're dead right, Don. The idea on a windy day is to keep the ball as low as possible and kick hard through the ball, not kick it too high and allow the breeze to take its course. He's free at half back. Caught, that could be holding the ball. But the umpires have not missed a thing today. I reckon they've been terrific. And that was dead set holding the ball when you bounce it like that. Keogh, they need a goal, the Saints. Onto the left foot, swings it in. That is a beautiful kick and a top goal to Keogh.
State of origin, state of war.
First goal since the 11-minute mark of the first quarter for the Saints. They're up to 3-6 to 5-10. Richmond forward. Knights having a running shot, bringing it back, but it's a behind. A missed opportunity there on the run. Really should have scored. 5-11 to 3-6. Keogh's had 14 kicks and 7 marks, kicking that last goal for St Kilda. But it's Richmond by 2 goals, 5, 17 points.
And a free kick to Keogh. The umpire saw something against Michael Gale coming way back up towards the centre of the ground. Keogh with a grin. There's John Northey and Francis Burke. Now, Stewie Lowe, probably short of a gallop, which is quite understandable. He's been out for a long time. And Bullis takes it to the line by knocking it over. It's not easy when you haven't played all year, Don, to step straight back in.
Well, that's why they started him at full forward. But now he's out there doing all the hard work at centre half forward.
Are you saying it's not hard work down at full forward?
No, very easy work, Peter. You've only got it. You can cover no more than 800 metres in a game.
Well, I hope Tony Lockett's listening to this. Richmond by 17 points, and they thoroughly deserve that lead. Lowe versus Greg Deere. Lowe taps it down, taken by Rogers. A quick kick should be marked here, and is marked by Bailey. Bailey to Nathan Burke. Burke comes inside, brings it towards Winmar. Can't mark. Over the back, Howard. Out towards the line, and Keogh can't grab it before it rolls over.
Important the next 4 minutes. Richmond, little break, 17 points. If a goal either way would be a turnaround before half-time. Saints will be right back there. If Richmond get it, they'll have a very big lead in the circumstances. Shaw's high ball to fall forward. Winmar's in that group with Fode. Over the back, Kellaway. O'Brien, free kick right in the goal square to O'Brien. Well, surely you won't miss this.
It was again well spotted by the umpire because the action had just passed that incident. We'll watch it here. The free kick there.
It's a goal. So O'Brien gets his first goal, and 2 late ones for the Saints have evened this contest up quite a bit at 4-6 to 5-11.
Little ticky touch wood, but he was retarded in his attempt for the ball, although he was really never in the hunt for the ball. We watch this on replay because it was there. It is the ball, and it was Vidovic who really was in control.
Well, a handy one to the Saints. 11 points now, the margin. They certainly needed it. Vidovic versus Deere. Ooh, they both miss it. Look at Keogh getting it out to Winmar. Good play, Rod Keogh. Winmar to the half-forward line. And it's a mark. He's been moved to the forward line, the youngster, Wakeland. Wakeland plays on. Good football to Burns. And
Really, Burns is no closer than what Wakeland was, Peter. On our opposite flanks, that's about the only thing.
You know, he's got a set shot, though. He should be able to easily make...
Wakeland could have kicked it from there, too. He's a very good kicker of the ball, Wakeland.
Well, Burns... Well, this will certainly change the complexion of the game if he puts this through. They'll be within one straight kick of the Tigers. Now, from 50 metres, Adrian Burns, a beautiful kick. Look at that for a goal. The Saints are back in it. How things change so quickly in football. The margin now only 5 points in favour of the Tigers.
Well, let's hope that gives him a little bit of confidence, Burns, because the last couple of weeks haven't been his best weeks. He's capable of a lot more. You can see there, very jubilant. Playing in a difficult position, though, across half-forward. Boy from Dramana, started his career at Richmond, at Essendon. And now finds himself at St Kilda.
5-point margin, 5-11 to 5-6. After leading by 23 points 4 or 5 minutes ago, Richmond now under siege. Bardsley, throw against the Saints. Winmar's kick having to come back. So the Saints with 3 consecutive goals in 4 or 5 minutes, back within a kick. Still plenty of time for a goal either way before half-time. Broderick out of the centre. It's his 10th kick, Broderick. Goes wide, as they've done most of this quarter. Gale with the target. Bailey not having much luck as Wakeland didn't. And Gale with 6 marks in the first half.
He's just so tall too, Bruce. He'd be about 6'5½".
He's kicked 4 points today. Too far out here into the breeze. Centering kick. Turner. Ooh. Richardson deep in the pocket. Hooks a high ball back. Free sets himself. Vidovic with a bit of height. Goes to Bardsley. Comes away up towards centre wing. Maxfield went early. Round the body from Rogers, giving it up to Bailey. Bailey swings around with that left foot. Had a rib injury last week. Swings it out very wide to Nathan Burke, who's got a paddock. Looks for an option or two. Runs his quota and then goes with a long kick. Not a very good one. Lowe got up very high. Punched away. Peakin. Well played, Peakin. To Burns. To Lowe. They're building it up now, St Kilda. Lowe's handball was poor. Darren Burke goes for goal. Kellaway and Fogg. Kellaway still with it. Winmar pushes him out of it, and Kellaway gets a free kick.
Really?
That was a soft one.
That was a real soft one.
I agree, Don.
Kellaway, trouble here for Broderick. Burke's there, Shaw. Howard goes with Shaw, and Bullis, I should say, and holds him up. 5-6 to 5-11.
Mature play then by young Damon Shaw. He's only a kid, 2nd year of football. He was impressive last year the way he could put his body in, and he did on that occasion.
Well, the pack all congregates. Greg Deere caught one round the neck then, and the umpire right on the scene and saw that against Stewie Lowe. So Greg Deere's been a good acquisition to the Tigers. Here's Broderick, going to handball across to Deere here, back to Broderick. And the Tigers, through some good teamwork, get out of trouble. Bullis. Paul Bullis at full half-back. Brings it to the half-forward line. Grant is the flyer. Now, how will the umpires see that? He's calling play on. Probably a good decision in the end. The St Kilda player is
Gale
down there.
Peter Gale.
Richardson's hurt himself too in the square.
Now,
Richardson's hurt himself.
Campbell to Knights. Matthew Knights, he loves to spin around, and he finds Rogers. Rogers race onto the left foot. Brings it back in front of goal. It clears the pack. Here's Grant. He's shoved over. Now Tony Free. Onto the left foot goes Free. Oh, he's kicked a great goal.
And if we go back, Michael Gale, there he is in screen there. He went down, but there's also a St Kilda player down on the point of the square. Right there.
Stretcher out, Don.
Players are remonstrating.
Did you see it, Don?
No, I was more interested in what was happening down the ground. Bardsley. Obviously, Maxfield was in involved because Winmar remonstrating, and that's a pretty good indication. What had happened?
Dipper, did you see it?
I definitely saw it. It was a perfect bump from Maxfield. There was nothing in it, and I suppose that's what Free's all about, a perfect shepherd.
Well, fair enough. If you're right there, we missed it from up here. But young Bardsley on a stretcher.
Bertie, was it a case of Bardsley chasing and Maxfield coming in?
Exactly right, Don.
Well, I think that's, you know, it doesn't take a courageous player to do that, you know, because you've really got, you know, in Bardsley's case, he's only got eyes for the ball.
That's
and
exactly right. But Maxfield did have eyes for the player, but he did come in with a proper shepherd, Don.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to have a look at it here now. That's Rogers. And there's Maxfield. In the background, we could see that a moment ago. And now young Bardsley being carried off on a stretcher, the 21-year-old. Now watch this in the background as Rogers coming away. You'll see Maxfield come in from the left, and going down was Bardsley.
Yes, Bruce, it's hard to say how far Bardsley was behind, but a lot of players do dwell and pick a player off. And really, it doesn't take a courageous player to do what Maxfield did on that occasion.
Well, Maxfield and Winmar both exchanging words still at the moment. Only seconds remaining, and hasn't this livened up the match? Just before half-time, with late goals to St Kilda, and then Tony Free's second goal for the term. Hard ball to be won. Michael Gale will get a free kick. But that's it. And tempers will be on here. Let's watch for this as they come off. With St Kilda trailing by...
And Rimnar's gone across to Maxfield.
You knew it would be on, didn't you? 6-11 to 5-6. The high point in the game coming about 10 seconds before half-time. Maxfield playing his 50th today with Matthew Knights, and there's Elliott. And Richmond will be pretty happy with their lot. That Tony Free goal switches it around again at the end, doesn't it? To lead 6-11 to 5-6. Free's got a couple of goals, and Turner a couple. And that's the situation here at half-time on the big Anzac Day match. It's Richmond by 11 points.
State of Origin.
Tempers becoming a little frayed there just before half-time at Waverley today. So at half-time, an 11-point lead to the Tigers, who did well into the breeze and kicked 4 goals in that second quarter. We rejoin tonight's replay at the start of the second half.
Most important quarter, this one. Richmond with the breeze. Neither team's been able to make any use of it at all so far. Richmond led by 3 points with it at quarter time, and the Saints were outscored with it in the second quarter. Nathan Burke's quick kick to Howard. Now Rogers from the centre square to centre half forward. Bailey had to take that, really. Knights, too slow. Took too long. Wakeland off the ground by Free, and a great mark by Richardson. No, Turner, who's already kicked 2. And Knights has hurt himself, I think. Is it his shoulder?
Shoulder.
Cheek? Shoulder by the look of it.
Oh, what a blow.
Turner's got the kick about 15 metres out.
It was slack back play by St Kilda with a casual, Bruce.
Well, Bailey making the mistake with the mark, the Knights being a bit slow, and then some very poor play at centre half back for the Saints. And Turner should be able to kick his 3rd goal, and he's put it through. Pretty handy effort by Turner. Let's hope Knights can recover.
Just watch here, Matthew Knights is an important player. Here he is, the tackle, and he's driven down onto that shoulder. Let's hope he's all right. I don't think he'll take any further part in the game. Just watch the ISO of it. Oh, there he goes.
There's Matthew. He was dumped very heavily on that shoulder. Go back to the centre, Vidovic with the big left fist. A terrific start to the quarter by the Tigers with that goal. Winmar tries to tap it on. There's Broderick getting it to Elliott. Back to Broderick. Winmar harassing him. Here's Lowe. Stewie Lowe. Free comes in to take the ball off him. Deere is there looking for Elliott. Keogh Shepherd's good play. Vidovic. A quick kick to the half-forward line. It's no mark. A free kick to Prescott. No. He was appealing for it. Certainly the Richmond supporters felt it was. Here's Burns hooking it back to Lowe. Lowe slips over, appealing for the free kick. Good umpiring to let it go. Here's Howard. John Howard, the former Melbourne player, taps it to the line. But, gee, the Saints forward line Really, do they miss Tony Lockett up there to set them alight?
Well, they only won 2 weeks ago here against Essendon. They didn't have any Lockett on that occasion. It was Fode kicking goals for them.
Yeah, but you'd still want Lockett in there, wouldn't you, Don?
He's been the leading goal kicker 9 out of the last 10 years. It's not a bad record. Tony free from the back pocket. Had an excellent second quarter, the captain. He's pretty disappointed in Sydney when Paul Kelly got on top of him late in the match. Up to half back. Broderick trying to get through, can't do it. Hurled up and it'll be a bounce down. 7-11 to 5-6 to score at Waverley Park. If the Tigers win, they'll jump 3 or 4 spots on the ladder. These are the 2 bottom teams in the competition going into today's match. 1 win and 3 losses each. Dumped by Vidovic. Howard off the ground, defending, rolling it out and out of play at centre wing. There's Maxfield. Keogh. Big player Keogh in the first half. Maxfield did all right too.
It's on centre wing. The Saints have to get something moving here. Getting plenty of the ball, but just not firing up forward. Here's Deere. Getting it down. Damon Shaw. Well, good player. Quick kick. Tape sets himself. No mark. Broderick playing very, very well. Howard caught. How will the umpire see that? He's allowing, said it was an attempted handball. Very lucky. Taken away by Broderick. Oh, Nathan Burke chips in. Good play. Chips it in short. He's looking there for Winmar. Nicky Winmar turns, straightens up, sets sail for goal. And it floats back and then is tapped through for behind. You can see the breeze hold that up and Bullis was there to tap it through.
He's got a lot of endeavour, courage and application, Nathan Burke, but his delivery leaves a little to be desired. Had he spotted or hit Winmar with that kick, I think a result would have, well, been to St Kilda's favour.
5-7 to 7-11 this game. Starting to gain in momentum, I should say, in tempo. The handball by Broderick to the boundary line. He's looking for a free kick.
Well, he handballed it and then was held. That's what he's saying to the umpire. I don't think it was quite as politely as I put it, though, Bruce. Vidovic beaten to it by Deere, tapped on by Free, and it's right on the true centre wing position with the scoreboard showing Richmond 7-11, St Kilda 5-7. It's very low scoring, but it's a blustery day. There's Matthew Knights, who we feel hurt his shoulder in that clash. That's Maxfield with a quick kick. This is Tape. Well, that was Free, actually, getting it to Tape. Daffy at half forward for the Tigers. Grant's hot on his hammer. Well played by Nick Daffy as he wheels around on the left foot. Hooks it back to the half forward line, but a good mark taken by Darren Burke. And he'll have to come back over the mark here. So Darren Burke, whose father, Barry, was a top Melbourne player in a number of positions for many years. Then Bailey can't mark. He's fumbled a couple of marks, Bailey, that he should have held. He went without it then. Here's Free, getting it to the half-forward line. And he's down behind the play too. Now, Naish's on the ground. Chips it across. It's no mark. Shaw.
Too slow.
Oh, gee, they're making some mistakes. Round the corner goes Rogers. I think he's kicked the goal, Matthew Rogers. He has.
Matthew Richardson was responsible for this goal. Admittedly, the St Kilda defender a little slow coming out. Watch this. The ball there, turnover, well done by Shaw. This is Peckett. Look at this. Where did he come from? The turnover and Rogers goals.
Lead now out to 22 points. They did lead by 23 points, Richmond, in the second quarter. 8-11 to 5-7. Deere goes with Vidovic. Big 5 minutes coming up in the game now. Burke couldn't get clear. Centre square will be most important in this quarter. Richmond seem to be getting the better of it. Young Shaw gets up and gives it back. He turned 20 last during the week on Friday. Winmar. Burke. Keogh round his body. High ball. Big fly there by Howard at the back. Tigers try and come forward through Tate, can't quite get through. Bullis barges his way through, gets a free kick. They're at it now. That's Winmar and Bullis. And the ball going to come back. I think they're sorting themselves out now. Winmar fired up. Bullis getting rid of him. Dipper in a couple of seconds. What about Matthew Knights? Tell us in a moment how it goes out wide. Goes towards full forward. Richardson won't get that far. Grant's got it. Sweeps a little, well, gives a little handball to Shanahan, that awkward kicking style. Back into the centre square. Greg Deer's been all right today. Held that up pretty well. Free kick surely to Richmond. Advantage given to Rogers, who kicked that spectacular goal. He had Turner all on his own. He goes to full forward. Richardson in the front spot. Grant better get back in a hurry. Daffy puts the pressure on. Shanahan against the flow. Out to Darren Burke. Burke onto that left foot. Neat-looking kick. Out wide, gets to Frost at half-back. The Saints need some inspiration. Nathan Burke, oh, he big run down. Got his handball over to Pickett. Pickett at centre wing. Neat-looking kick to centre half forward. It's still in the centre square. O'Brien's got it. The Saints need to move it quickly.
Well, this is much better football. He's looking down here for Stewie. No, it's Fode, in fact. Oh, back up with Fode. Bullis tries to tap it out of the pack. Oh, they're swarming in from everywhere. Burns is in after it. Lowe gets it out. Howard with a sweeping hand pass. Jamie Tape. Oh, they're desperate, Richmond. Tape out to Elliott. Elliott on centre wing. He punched it in front and then was grabbed. Now Bo's going to ping him here for the holding the ball, because he did hover over the ball and make no attempt in the end to get it out. Nathan Burke towards Keogh, who's been excellent. Keogh with a beautiful kick to Pekin. They've really got to get a couple of goals from these attacking forays. Down towards half forward they go, but look at the Tigers. John Howard read it beautifully across the pack and kicks it wide. Matthew Rogers. The Tigers really playing good football now as Rogers brings it to the centre of the ground. There was a trip behind the play, and the umpires found a free kick in the meet.
See that? I don't think he's going to pay that, Peter. That was...
it's Grant. It should have gone to Richmond.
Yes, to Gale.
And the Richmond supporters saw it. Here's Keogh. Onto the left foot. Oh, look at that disposal by Keogh. That's beautiful. Onto Damon Shaw from Lowe. Shaw to the pocket. Oh, the mark dropped by Fode. Callaway takes it and gives it across to Tate.
Well, Gordon Fode's had a day out today, that's for sure. Burke against the flow. No free kick to free. Jamie Elliott. Campbell. They concede a bit of ground to set it up. Tape's been good. Little one. Naish, who came off the interchange, to Greg Deer, ropes through the centre, left foot, lazy looking kick out wide, gets to Turner. Turner goes back to Maxfield. Richardson calling for it in the goal square. Maxfield tries to get it to him. Frawley in the front spot. The defender's defender, isn't he, Frawley? Sweeps out the handball. Now Shanahan's going to have to make a yard or two. Maxfield gets in. No free kick paid over the top. Play on called. Now a free kick coming back.
Too high.
And a St Kilda ball, and it'll go to Shanahan at half-back. But the Saints, without a goal in this term, admittedly into the breeze, Peckett takes it. Goes short, gets to Burns at centre wing.
Yes, they're really falling down up forward. The Tiger back line has been terrific today. They've been desperate, each one of them really contributing. Burns to Lowe. Oh, look at that for a mark by Tate. A ripper across the front of the pack.
Great by a first year.
On to Howard. John Howard straight up the middle. A long raking kick. Frawley at the back. Richardson at the front. Oh, he actually dropped that in the end. He's been paid the mark. I think that hit the deck. In 2 bites, I really thought that ball hit the ground. The umpire unsighted. Let's have a look. He had it. It's coming down. Still down. And dropped it. A little bit lucky in the end. So Matthew Richardson yet to score a goal, and if he kicks this, the Saints are in deep trouble. He is directly in front. 35 metres from goal, and he just stabs at that, and it's a goal.
3 goals to Richmond in this quarter. They've stretched the lead to 28 points, the biggest margin in the match so far, 9-11 to 5-7. Richardson getting his first. He's got 21 goals for the season. Started with a blaze of glory, getting 15 in the first 2 matches. Greg Deer's little kick to Michael Gale was a little lucky, but They're playing in front and they're going well. Rogers has kicked towards Gale and Richardson, both going. Wakeland throwing it towards the boundary line. It looked like it, and it is a throw.
Yeah, that's fair enough too.
So the free kick to the Tigers, taken by Daffy in the pocket. Take an excellent kick. Saw Turner kick a couple from the same angle, but closer in the first term. I reckon the second one was from about here. Now Daffy from about 50 hooks it. He gets the distance, but not a good attempt at all. And young Daffy has kicked 2 out of bounds on the fall and kicked 2 points today. 4 shots for goal. Not much reward there.
Oh, geez, St Kilda look awful, Bruce. He's been a poor quarter.
Well,
Plenty of the ball, but from the centre line down, they're being thrashed down the forward
it's
line.
one of the vagaries of modern football, isn't it? That a team can be so good one week and so bad the next.
Well, they weren't very good against the Bears, actually. They played very poorly. They played a great game here
Against Essendon.
against Essendon.
Did you think about Hawthorn yesterday?
Yeah, gee,
Adelaide and
doesn't it
West Coast?
turn round quickly in this game? As oh, here he comes again. This is Daffy having a putt shot from 40 metres. Oh, Turner couldn't get back there. And it's only one behind, but Richmond looking far the better side at the moment. And you really cannot see St Kilda turning this around.
The only thing, I guess, is that they haven't still killed it off on the scoreboard, have they?
But I wouldn't write St Kilda off because the game can turn. These guys are very skilled. All they need is the ball running for them or starting to make the play. It's a hard game nowadays to pick out a winner.
Still only 29 points in it, and I think that'll give the Saints some hope. The way Richmond are going, you'd think they were about 8 goals in front on the board. They haven't quite been able to reproduce on the scoreboard as they've dominated in the play. In this quarter particularly, Tape overran it. Broderick was prepared to concede some ground. Winmar's in chase with Foden, and also Kellaway, and that's out of play. Diver on the boundary line. Matthew Knights.
Matthew Knights has not got a dislocated shoulder, but he looks very, very sick at this stage, but won't take part anymore in this game.
So he's out of it for the rest of the match. That's bad news for Richmond. One of their great players, twice their best and fairest. Keogh's quick kick smothered. Pekin tried to get it away. Naish was in there. Kellaway's handball okay. Broderick sweeps it back to Tape, who's a most impressive rookie.
And both Broderick and Tape doing particularly well. And there's a good mark by Tony Free. The boy from Melbourne, captain of the side, brings it in short. And he's found, that looks like it is Broderick. Oh, look at that hand pass to Elliott. 2 former Fitzroy players combining. Elliott up in the air. Now, Grant should mark this. And he does. He's very strong overhead, David Grant. And look, 2-on-1 here. 2 Richmond, 1 St Kilda, and look what happens. That's poor play by St Kilda as Rogers takes it. Rogers to the half-forward line. Oh, Wakeland's dropped an absolute sitter. He's having a shocker of a day, Shane Wakeland. Here's Burns. Burns to centre wing. Oh, some pushing and shoving going on. Bullis. Oh, good play by Paul Bullis. Look at this. Under the right foot, a wobbly kick. Oh, another mark drop. It's taken by Vidovic. The handball smothered. Bailey into intercept, brings it to the centre of the ground. Frost a chance. Handballs. Nathan Burke. Darren Burke. A chance now. Oh, he's given it to Frost, who's covered. Good play by the Tigers. They're desperate. Oh, Tape a free kick as he cops it high around the neck, and he is a damn good player.
At centre wing, Tape. Nothing going right for the Saints at this stage. Burke, the one giving away the free. Gale at centre half forward, had 6 marks in the first half. Too far out to score. Richardson and Turner make leads. Gale goes back, gets good distance right there. Turner in the box seat. It's a behind. 2 hands up might have been the go. 9-13 to 5-7. It's a 5-goal margin now. The Saints to come home with the breeze. For the loser today, they're bottom of the ladder after 5 rounds in the AFL. Grant to go very short. Frawley. Grant out to centre wing. Burke. Broderick's handball to Elliott. He struggled in this quarter. That's a better handball. Tony Freese will kick his 3rd. Lines him up. Floats it through. It's another one. Oh, Peter McKenna. It might be shut the gate. It's 10-13 to 5-7.
Well, he's done a lot of the hard work, just sticking an arm up in a pack, trying to retard. That's a terrific captain's effort. And now he's just reaping the award now, Tony Free. Best and fairest winner at Richmond, the boy from Melbourne. Here he is, out wide. Not a good kick off the boot, but nonetheless it found its mark.
Well, the Tigers by 6 goals. You wouldn't think, well, you wouldn't think the way the Saints are playing they could catch this up. Fair dinkum, they are playing poorly and Richmond are playing well. Duncan Callaway, more desperation, Richmond. Callaway to Gale. The Flyers over the back. Danny Frawley. He hasn't let them down. He's done his job. Matthew Richardson's only kicked the one. To the half-back line, Broderick has been a star. Damon Shaw, a quick kick out to centre wing and it rolls over the line.
4-2 Richmond in this quarter to a single point by St Kilda. It's Tim Pekin, 195th game today. Surprised a few that he's almost at 200. A quiet achiever. Deer in the front spot. Rogers has had a better quarter. And he sparked Richmond with a very good goal early in this term. The South Adelaide recruit. Free kickers are coming back to Richmond. Not sure exactly why. Going to be taken by Campbell. Centering kick. Gale his target in a good spot. Oh, great hands. He's been much too good for Bailey and much too good for Wakeland before that. He's had 8 marks, Gale. Now, he's kicked 4 points, Gale. Daffy's kicked 3 points. And Brendan Gale, who missed one in the first quarter from about 15 metres out straight in front.
He has got the tendency of hooking them, Bruce.
And a goal here, you'd think would put Richmond in a very safe position. Right on top, he led back. Gee, that's a great kick, it's a goal!
State of origin. State.
Well, the Saints did kick a goal before three-quarter time, but at the last change it was a 45-point lead to the Tigers and they had the match well in their command. Let's take a look at some highlights of the final term.
There's Hempel, pushed over by Callaway. Keogh, great first quarter, reasonable second, quiet third. Up towards Lowe, who's been unable to have any impact on the match. That's Fode's first kick, I'd suggest, as he kicks a goal. And the Saints still have some hope now.
As he picked it up, he was grabbed. He really didn't have any chance. Now, still a chance, though, for the Saints. There's Bullis diving on it. A quick hand pass. Here's Stewie Lowe around the corner. Oh, I think he's kicked this. Yes!
Oh, here's a chance for Broderick. Pickett's tackle wasn't quite strong enough. Maxfield will love this. Absolutely eat it up.
Howard's got the speed to go on with it. Well played by John Howard. And Howard chips it out to Elliott. Good play.
From centre wing, sweeps out the handball to Greg Deer, lopes away as he so often does, or goes for a bounce. Over the top, okay, to Daffy. Daffy from 60 metres out, good looking kick for distance. Tony Free tries a one-hander, Benny Gale picks his second.
A 42-point win to the Tigers, and what a fillip for the club in the week of such turmoil at boardroom level. Turner kicked 4 goals, Free kicked 3, and for St Kilda, O'Brien kicked 3 goals.
The 1994 AFL Premiership League Ladder. Brought to you by Foster's.
Few changes to the league ladder this weekend after North Melbourne and Collingwood, previously unbeaten, were beaten this week. 62,000 of them, and plenty of Richmond fans thought they had a chance against the Pies with